Would you understand why Brazil turns cane into energy, and why hurricanes turn fields into gold? Could you fall in love with the idea that weather changes prices more than speeches do? That storms hold more truth than press conferences? That what knocks down a crop can lift your capital? Would you be brave enough to act before the USDA report, when all you have is a hunch, a heartbeat, and a pattern whispering beneath the charts? Would you believe in your own ability to see what others overlook? Could you love the market not for its certainty, but for its chaos? And could you live with the truth that sometimes, a cup of coffee brewed just before the power dies is your only edge, that readiness is your real trade, and storms, both literal and financial, are what you were born to ride? What if every market turn was just a story waiting for you to listen more closely? Could it be that the charts aren't just data, but confessions? Fragments of desire, hesitation, longing, momentum building in silence? Can you imagine seeing not just patterns, but emotions on the screen: fear, greed, hope, retreat, seduction? Could you see how the highs and lows reflect not randomness but intention, not confusion but negotiation? What if learning to trade was never just about numbers but about attuning to deeper instincts, about feeling your way into clarity, about letting uncertainty stop being frightening and start being fascinating? What if the pivot point wasn't just on the chart but inside you? What if you are the point around which everything turns? Can you see how the same rules that apply to trading apply to trust, to love, to knowing when to let go and when to hold on tighter? Could you discover that risk, like intimacy, only becomes manageable when you respect it, study it, and learn its language? Have you considered how every loss might be a mirror, not a punishment? A way to reflect back what still needs discipline, patience, or care? Could you fall in love with the idea of progress over perfection? Could you make peace with imperfection as long as it brings you closer to truth? Would it excite you to know that the market, like a lover, rewards those who pay attention, not just when it's loud, but when it's quiet, when it pulls away, when it tests your conviction? Could you feel the thrill of seeing a setup emerge slowly, like a look held too long across a room, a signal too soft for most to notice, but unmistakable to those who are watching with intention? Do you realize that trading isn't about being busy, it's about being still enough to notice? Can you imagine trusting the signals you once ignored, embracing the patterns you once called noise? What if all the confusion falls away once you stop asking the market to validate you and start asking it to reveal itself? Could you let the candles speak without trying to interrupt? Could you give them space to complete their sentence?